Hello, and welcome to the Northeast Ohio Media Group Macedonia City Council debate. Tonight we have 4 candidates from Macedonia City Council: former Councilman Mike Miller, Kevin Bielke, Nick Molnar, who's currently a councilman, as well as incumbent Council President Rita Darrow. We're going to give each candidate a couple of minutes to introduce themselves and provide a little background about their campaign. We'll start on the far end of the table with Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller, would you care to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about your background as well as why you've decided to run for City Council this year.
My name is Michael Miller, and I have been a council person in Macedonia for 2 terms, 2 4-year terms. I was first elected 12 years ago and also 6 years ago. And I'm running now because I made that promise 2 years ago that I would run again one more time. And I think there's a lot of things that can be done in Macedonia that I can be a part of. There's a lot of problems that we can solve. But Macedonia is a good place to grow your family. It's a good place to live. And I like being part of the solution as opposed to part of the problem. And I've lived there 30 years in May. And it was a good place. So the reason I'm running is to continue the good life of Macedonia and to contribute to my community.
All right, Mr. Bielke, could you tell us a little bit about your background shortly and then why you decided to run for City Council this year?
Thanks, Sean. My name is Kevin Bielke. I lived in the Macedonia Hills area for the last decade and became a homeowner in Macedonia in 2009. I'm married to my wife, Amy, and together we have 2 young kids, ages 4 and 19 months. I hold a Bachelor's of Arts from Youngstown State in Political Science, and I also attained a Social Studies Teaching Comprehensive from YSU. Since my graduation in 1996, I've worn many different hats. For 11 years, I've worked in the corporate world from renting cars to handling million-dollar accounts. I always, in every aspect, work well with people. I managed a staffing company that had over 500 employees, and I hope none would say that I was unfair. I think all believe that I was willing to listen. In 2008, I opened a small business which I owned and operated for 5 years, and my most effective tool I gained was honesty. I used in getting business honesty. Although at times, it has been easier not to tell the truth, I think I gained respect to my clients by being upfront at any issue. For the last 4 years, I've taken on the greatest challenge, and it's being a stay-at-home dad to my 2 girls, and with the ability to stay calm and have patience. I know I'm running short with time. I'm seeking to become a member of the Macedonia City Council for many reasons, but none more important than implementing a road maintenance plan that can be funded, solving our stormwater and drainage issues, and beautifying the city as well as our parks. Thanks.
All right, Mr. Molnar, would you like to give us a little background about how you got involved with City Council and why you're running again this year?
Sure. I think it's more important first to give credit to my family and my wife, Jennifer, of 13 years. We're both graduates of Nordonia High School in 1996. My wife earned a master's degree from Kent State in 2010, and I've also earned an associate's degree in 2008. The reason I got involved in council was I think there was a lot of problems in town that needed to be solved. There's no secret to anyone here that there's a lot of stormwater issues and roadway problems that needed to be addressed. In my past 8 years, I've been a part of over 40 roads that have been paved. I've been on every committee you can think of. Some of the specifics would be president, vice president, interim mayor, finance chair, parks and rec chair, and I've served every committee except planning commission and cemetery. So I've got a little bit of everything with what I've done so far, and I've taken those learnings and I've tried to expound upon what I've done so far, and I hope to do that again in the next term.
All right, Ms. Darrow, would you care to tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got involved with council, and why you're running for re-election this year?
Yes, my name is Rita Darrow, and I want to thank you for having me speak here today. I got involved with, I grew up in politics. My father was a EAP rep, Ford Motor Company, and the whole family just was involved with politics. I just kind of grew up that way. But I have always followed the city. I moved here in 1999, and I've always followed everything that was going on in our city. And just everybody had kept telling me, please run, you know, you would be awesome. You know, so that's how I kind of got involved of running 4 years ago.
All right.